Strong police present due to legitimate security threat at PM House. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says it is maintaining a strong police presence outside the house of Prime Minister Andrew Holness in Beverly Hills, St. Andrew, due to a legitimate security threat to the Prime Minister and his household, which has since been repelled. In a statement late Wednesday, the JCF denied reports alleged that a police raid is underway at the private residence of the Prime Minister. The force said, however, there was an active police presence in the surrounding community and vicinity of the Prime Minister's residence in response to credible intelligence gathered by the JCF, indicating a legitimate security threat to the Prime Minister and his household. The police said swift and effective action by officers successfully repelled this threat, but it will continue to maintain a presence at the location in line with standard security protocols. The JCF said it remains committed to ensuring the safety and security of all citizens, particularly in moments where intelligence suggests heightened risk. It urged members of the public to refrain from sharing unverified information and to stay informed through official JCF channels. NCB ATM in Donan, Trelawney robbed. The Trelawney police are probing the robbery of a national commercial NCB automated teller machine ATM in Donan on Tuesday. Commanding Superintendent Winston Milton told reporters that investigators are yet to ascertain how much money was stolen. He said discussions are being held with the bank as part of the investigation. The police theorized that the robbery took place between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. The ATM is located at a supermarket. Police officers arrived at the scene. It was observed that the building, which housed the machine, was broken into and the vault containing the money removed. PNP calls for Holness resignation following Integrity Commission report. The opposition People's National Party has called on Prime Minister Andrew Holness to resign following Tuesday's tabling of the Integrity Commission's investigative report, in which his financial affairs, the revelations of which PNP has described as disturbing and appalling. In a release on Wednesday, the PNP said the report, which spans 171 pages, details a series of troubling findings that call into question the Prime Minister's integrity and suitability for office. We are currently reviewing the full report with our legal team and offices to ensure that we fully understand the implications of this investigation. After carefully analyzing the details, we will address the Jamaican people more substantially and comprehensively, the PNP noted. The party said based on its initial review, there are a number of key points which it wishes to make, including, in the party's estimation, that Holness deliberately misled the country and Parliament. The PNP noted that on August 22, 2023, the Prime Minister stated, "I have asked as far as wide and haven't got the response from everyone, but as far as I've been told, no, I have not heard of anyone in my political party being written for this matter of illicit enrichment." Furthermore, even as our own members of Parliament attacked the Integrity Commission, Mr. Holness addressed Parliament on June 13, 2023, failing to disclose that he was under active investigation. He deliberately withheld the truth from both Parliament and the Jamaican people, the PNP noted. In reference to the referral of Holness to the Financial Investigations Division FID, the PNP said, the recommendation that very opaque and questionable financial transactions involving Mr. Holness and his private companies, he referred to the FID for further investigation, suggests that it is far from over. The FID is a law enforcement body that investigates financial crimes, and this referral could unearth even more damaging information as investigation continues. According to the PNP, the report also points to serious tax irregularities on the part of Holness companies and recommends that these issues be referred to the Commissioner General of Tax Administration of Jamaica. This further compounds the untenable situation that faces the Prime Minister, the opposition party noted. It further noted that the Prime Minister's statutory declaration for 3 consecutive years, 2021, 2022 and 2023, are yet to be certified by the Integrity Commission. Certification will not occur until the financial investigations are concluded. This failure to certify the Prime Minister's financial declarations adds another layer of doubt regarding his transparency and financial conduct, the PNP noted. According to the PNP, the country now finds itself in an unprecedented crisis of confidence in the Prime Minister's leadership. Jamaica now finds itself in an unprecedented situation where its head of government is embroiled in a prolonged and unresolved integrity investigation. The state apparatus is investigating its own Prime Minister, the release noted. Despite his reassurance in Parliament, Mr. Holness is clearly distracted by the fight to clear his name. This battle, being waged from the highest office in the land, is undermining our democratic system and eroding public confidence in the government, it added. Against this background, it called on the Prime Minister to leave office immediately. The office of the Prime Minister must be a beacon of integrity, not a place to shield oneself from scrutiny. Mr. Holness's ongoing rearguard action to remain in power under a cloud of suspicion is unacceptable. We call on him to do the right thing and step down immediately. His continued presence in office is a disservice to the Jamaican people and our democratic system, the release further noted. The Prime Minister must act in the best interest of the nation and leave office to preserve the dignity of Jamaica's democracy, it added. Information Minister says ATI Tribunal, which has been inactive for months, will be re-established. The Access to Information ATI Tribunal is to be re-established. The tribunal, which deals with appeals when persons are denied access to information by public entities, has reported being inactive for months. It comprises 5 members appointed by the Governor-General in consultation with the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition to hear appeals under the ATI Act. Speaking at a post-cabinet press briefing, Information Minister Dr. Donan said potential members have been identified. She said it is important that citizens have access to information.
The ATI Tribunal needs to be established. Its term had ended, and you have to find out if the old members of the tribunal want to still remain on it, and also look at whether or not you want to refresh it. And so that process was ongoing, and now I can tell you that we have decided on the names of some individuals, but as with many of our tribunals, you have to have the support of both the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition. And so where we are now, the list that has been proposed has been sent to the Leader of the Opposition for his comments. And so once we hear back from him, then we can move it forward. This is actually a part of the government saying, we're open for you to ask any question. And it's not just for the media, it's for any Jamaican. When I look at the list of individuals who ask, they're ordinary Jamaicans who write and ask for information. And so it's important that we have the access to information framework in place. And it's something that, we've had many discussions over many years about whether or not we want to change it and amend it. And that's something that I'm looking at. But it is important. It is important that people have access to the information of the work of the government. Nothing that we do is private. It is all open to scrutiny.
JLP rejects PNP's call for Holness to step down. Jamaica Labour Party spokesperson Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn is rejecting a desperate and unwarranted call from the People's National Party for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to dismiss office immediately. In a statement on Wednesday, the party maintained that the Integrity Commission IC report upon which the PNP premised its call had found the Prime Minister capable of no wrongdoing. I understand that the PNP, out of desperation, wants to see the back of the most positively consequential Prime Minister that Jamaica has ever seen in recent times, who has skillfully led our country through multiple crises and has not been implicated in becoming an unlawful conduct. I expect some PNP-affiliated groups which position themselves as civil society to shortly echo the call for the PNP. However, the position taken by the PNP is desperate, baseless, and without merit, Cuthbert-Flynn stated. She said the IC report, which extensively explained the financial affairs of the Prime Minister, did not involve public funds, does not rise to the level of the then Office of the Contractor General OCG investigation into the alleged Donan, Bunting, and Golden Sweetheart deal. The fact of the matter is, given the findings of the OCG probe, which is on record of the Parliament of Jamaica, it is Peter Bunting and Mark Golden who should immediately dismiss the post of opposition leader and opposition senator leader. Bunting and Golden's current position confirms they should never have been allowed in a leadership position, where we assumed by a virtue of them being members of a party which claimed to take itself seriously, but has become an organization of gimmicks and expediency, Cuthbert-Flynn stated. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.